as I've said previously in my answer to question 4, Wix was extremely useful in creating our website because it's the tool we used in order to avoid HTML in Dreamweaver, and I think it's an excellent website because it can allow you to do so much. And in this video I'm just going to give a very basic tutorial of how we came to the website we got. So as you can see, this is our blank canvas, and this perimeter here is what our site will look like. First, what we did is we went around about making the background black. So we've just gone into background, gone to master page and selecting black. The next thing we want to do, because we don't want a black background and then white, we want to go and change the site's background by pressing site, going to appearance and selecting the black, pressing OK. So now we have a fully black background. Then what we did is we renamed our pages on this side. So all we do is double click the page we want to rename and name it something. So our second tab was called Absinthe. Now we had many more pages than this, so what we did is we simply went to the top of this menu and pressed add page. It then comes up with a menu to choose the presettings that we want for that page, and you can click through to browse what sort of page you want it to be. This was especially helpful for the gallery because then we didn't have to build it ourselves. We also used it with the merchandise as well. For this page I'm just going to make the gallery and rename the page photos and select the collage, and as you can see our page has appeared here in front of us and on the menu automatically. And we didn't like the navigation bar being tucked away in the corner, so what we did is we reduced the size of the main page from the master page, which is called My Website, as we can see. And we're simply going to resize the page and put it into place. Then we're going to click on our menu bar, and the options for anything that you click on the site will come up here, so you can change the colour, the skin, etc. And we're just going to drag that into place where we want it. And these lines coming up on the side is to help us align anything that we put on the website. Now here we have your website name, which for us was Absinthe. You can just type that in like any normal Word document. You can play around with the size and the font and the colour. And then we wanted some features such as music players, so we went to add music and video music. We want to go to players, and you have a wide range of choice in whichever type of music player you want. In our case we went with the clean version because it looked very DJ, and it's appeared down here in the corner. We're just going to drag it into place. Now obviously at the moment you can't really see that, so what we want to do is we want to go over to this menu here and press colour, and we're just going to change it to a purple, and there you have your music player. You can obviously make that bigger. Now to add things on the separate pages, such as a text box, this is very simple, and something that features on our website a lot is a scrolling paragraph. So we go into paragraphs, we're going to go to scroll bar, and the setting we used was round edge. So your box will appear here, and you just want to drop it in wherever you want it. You double click to type in, so we're going to say welcome to Absinthe website. And to make it scrolling, you need to have a certain amount of characters in there. So if we just resize this now, you can see that the scroll bar has appeared. We decided to change the colours in order to fit our colour scheme, so we're just going to do the same thing we did to the music player by using colour, and you need to change the background colour, which is the white at the moment. So we used a transparent black, while we had a purple background outline, the scroll background, which is that line you've just seen there, and the circle. Now we need to change the text because we obviously can't see that anymore. So we're just going to double click, highlight everything, click up here and select the colour we want. And then you have your first scrolling paragraph. To add images, it's very easy. We're just going to go add, pics, and you have to upload. You can simply, for this case, we'll just use Wix's gallery. And we're just going to drag that into place where we want it. And you can resize it. Now to put a link on a picture, which is something that we did quite a lot around the site, we're just going to click on the image we want, go to this drop down menu, and it's link, and then we just want to type in our URL. And there you go, that's a link to an external site. Now if we wanted to link to a page within the site, such as the home page, we would go to page, select page, and then select the page we want, which would be home, press OK, and there you have it, your link is now in the image. For the comment bar, we just added a widget from the add comments, and you can just choose whichever one you want. And drag it in and drop it in the page you want it to be in. And then you have your comment box. You can also change the colours by using the menu here again. And in order to save your website, obviously you just use save, and you can also preview your site in between making it, to make sure that you're along the right tracks, and it will take you to a preview screen where it will show you your progress so far. So we can click on the different pages, and if you remember from before, we added a link to that, so it should take us to the home page, and that's working. On our fan page we have the comments form, which you can add in a comment. And as you can see, our comment has been posted. And we just go back to editing and add anything else you'd want to add by using those basics. And that's a summary of all the basics we used in Wix.